Hello and welcome back to the port. I'm the guy of Measure and this is WoWs Weekly. WoWs Weekly is a weekly news video which covers the news of World of Warships Legends in the week past, present and future. I hope, along with channel admin and any speculations and basically anything else I can kind of scrape together, I guess you could say. So this week's headlines are... Rank Season 23 has obviously started and we do have some information, but most people probably already completed it, knowing me. Also, Valentine's Day content. There was some content regarding Valentine's Day, so we'll have a little skim over that. And also forthcoming, we have the Italian cruiser, the Gorizia, the Tier 6 premium Italian cruiser, which will also take a little bit of looking at, I guess you could say. So these headlines and more after this short break. So obviously, Ranked Season 23 has started. It started this morning, February the 27th at 7 AM UTC, and is running until February the 21st, 7 AM UTC. This time, it's a Tier 5 ships, with obviously all ship classes available, apart from aircraft carriers. So that's your destroyers, your cruisers, and your battleships. The matchmaking is generally mirrored, where it can be, it seems, although obviously it can be random, although that randomization seems to be generally when there's a lack of population, I guess you could say. Now, there are 9 ranks with no leagues and 15 stars in order to complete the season, with the irrevocable ranks being 3, 7 and 1. Obviously, once you complete your 15 stars, then you'll rank out and won't be able to continue. Obviously, if you win, you gain a star. If you lose a star. The maps that are available are Big Race, Northern Waters, Polar, Sleep Giant, Tears Deserts, with all slightly adjusted borders in order to reduce the size of the map. What it does mean is it's starting to get a little old for some people, because it's getting very easy what to expect, and it's getting a little bit predictable, with next week obviously featuring Tier 6 ships. Now obviously the prizes are exactly the same, and you can see them on my top left here. So in total, if you complete ranked, you'll be getting 12 rare battle boosters, 2 days premium, 6 Italian battleship crates, the generic ones, 7 Regiment Marine camouflages, 250,000 credits, 3 promotion orders, 5,000 global XP, 125 paint, 500 steel, 200 doubloons, and 1 big Italian crate. Generally, rewards aren't that amazing, but then it's not very hard to complete ranked, with some players being able to complete it in about an hour to 2 hours. I believe Salty Sax has also just recently released a video, plug, which I did literally just watched before the stream, in which he claims it was pretty much very easy, completed it very quickly, with a 94% win ratio, and was acclaimed to be a golden goose, as best we put it. Anyway, more details regarding ranked obviously are down in the description, with a link to the official blog post called It's Time to Duel. So, this week, starting February the 11th and running until February the 21st, there is a first win bonus called this Heart Bonus. This Heart Bonus is available on Tier 4 to Legendary Tier ships. It's for the first win in ships of those tiers during this time. So obviously, it's only redeemable once per ship. What you'll be getting for a Tier 4 ship, you could be getting 2 Regiment Marine camouflages. For a Tier 5 ship, you'll be getting 1,000 global XP. For a Tier 6 ship, you'll be getting 1 Italian battleship crate. I think that's the generic one. For a Tier 7 ship, you'll be getting 1 promotion order. And for a Legendary Tier ship, you'll be getting 1 Winter Big Crate. Honestly, it's not really that amazing, but I guess it's a little win for, and it's those little wins, I guess, that count when it comes to playing these ships. Also, as was kind of teased last week, we do have the Valentine's Day potato flag, which has been made available with a redeem code. That redeem code has been shared on Wargamer's social media accounts, however, is also down in the description with a link to Redeemer to make it all nice and easy to copy and paste. Now, it's been announced that on Friday, the February the 18th at 5 PM UTC will be the next Ships of the Line livestream featuring Prince Blip and the Sailing Robin, and this will be covering the history behind the German destroyers which are in-game, along with a little bit of background to their development and things like that. Now, obviously, this will be a history provided by Prince Blip and some gameplay provided by the Sailing Robin, and viewers will have a chance to win 4 premium ships. Now, I would assume, in keeping with the theme of the stream, these ships will be the G101, the T61, the Z35 and the Z39. However, you never know, maybe the ZF6 instead of, say, the G101 or something else. However, I'm rather doubtful the ZF6 would be given away. However, it could be just any 4 ships, but I'd like to think they might try and keep in keeping with the theme of the stream. Anyway, a link to the pre-scheduled video is down in the description if you wish to obviously set yourself a reminder and take a look at it for yourself. Now, for the Italian Tier 6 Premium Heavy Cruiser, the Gorizia, pardon my Italian, I've only just tried my best to announce it, will be coming to the in-game store on the 21st of February. It is known that the ship will be available for 12,500 doubloons on its own, or there will be some XXL bundles, which will most likely come with a flag and a load of other guff. In general, the XXL bundles are pretty much worthless, unless you really want that flag. Now, an interesting point to mention, as you can see on the top left, is that the consumables. So she comes with catapult fighter, pretty generic, comes with exhaust smoke screen, but this can be replaced with defensive AA consumable, but also she's one of the very few Italian cruisers that comes with sonar. Most likely people are not going to bother taking the defensive AA consumable and just taking the exhaust smoke screen along with the sonar and catapult fighter. But it's also worth noting, I believe, is that she doesn't come with torpedoes, which could be obviously a interesting trade-off since that she's trading torpedoes for sonar. Now, there is the Prime Gaming drop, which is available now until March the 16th. This obviously contains an Italian Commander crate, along with some additional bundles, I guess you could say, which is 5 rare Commander XP boosters and 5 Russian Marina camouflages. In general, it's not that amazing, and amusingly, on Discord, Brandon pointed out that while we get camouflages in the crate, the World of Warships PC Prime drop, you get a tier 5, well, their tier 5, our tier 5, their tier 6 premium destroyer, the Leon, which is quite interesting. In other news, keeping an ear to the ground in regards to World of Warships PC, because obviously some stuff that comes new to PC, and never know, might in time make it over to World of Warships Legends. So some of the things that have been announced in the past week are the Italian destroyers are entering early access. There is a St. Patrick's Day camouflage for Belfast 1943, so whether we might see something like that, you never know, but that would mean we'd have to get the Belfast 43 in game. Furthermore, Rust and Rumble game mode is making a return over on PC, so whether that might be making a return over here for April Fools, you never know. And furthermore, there's going to be a French cruiser tech tree split, which does appear to be quite interesting. Now, that's all the headlines. It's a little bit light this week, but hopefully you have enjoyed them. If you have, obviously, feel free to give it a like. If you want to have anything in the news bar scrolling along the bottom, obviously feel free to shout out in the chat while we're live, and also comment on the pinned comment down in the description after it has been archived. So we'll be covering the channel news and going through the chat after this short break. So in regards to channel news, obviously it's kind of obvious. The schedule for the channel has been a little bit of a mess this week, with there being no video on Tuesday, video coming out quite late on Wednesday, and Wales Weekly coming out on a Thursday instead. The reason being is I had a bit of a long weekend, I guess you could say, and so my schedule's been a little bit messed up, and just trying to get back into things. Hopefully the schedule will be returning to normal next week, with it being quite likely that a review of the Gorizia will be coming out either probably late on Tuesday, I guess you could say, because obviously I want to get some hands-on experience with her first. Anyway, in addition, what we did on Saturday past was we did a live stream called Whiskey and Warships with Las Vegas, which I actually quite enjoyed. Upon rewatching, obviously, last Saturday's live stream and last Friday's live stream, it's obviously quite interesting to compare the two live streams. One live stream where obviously most of the interactions with you guys in the chat, and another live stream where the interaction is more with another player while playing alongside. And obviously, I know that it mixes it up a little bit, and it does provide a little bit of different content. And if you haven't checked out Whiskey and Warships, check it out. Give me an idea what you think. Do you prefer solo live streams where I interact with the chat, or do you prefer collab live streams? Obviously, I probably mostly focus on solo live streams, but the collab stuff is obviously what happens on the weekend sometimes. Now, in the upcoming Friday livestream, we will be continuing the no pay to win challenge for this season of 1v1 ranked. As you've already seen, I've already probably posted my picks for my 1v1 no pay to win challenge in yesterday's video, and so obviously we'll see how we do. So obviously the no pay to win challenge is basically only using tech tree ships with tech tree commanders and tech tree inspirations, just trying to show what you can do with the stuff that's available in game without having to have any of the pay to win contents anyway. Now, there isn't really much to mention in regards to speculations. There's obviously the coming soon or might be coming kind of stuff, but there's nothing really that's sneaking out or leaking out at the moment. So there's not really too much to add. And that's everything for channel news. And so I'm going to jump into the chat and see how you chaps are doing. Good evening, there was. Hope you're doing all right. And good evening, Admiral Criv. Hello, Salty Sax, the golden goose, as he recently called himself. No, it was. Hello, it's fellow potatoes, yes. Been ramming into battleships with the cap point advantage. Ooh, you cheeky devil. That's something I'm probably going to be avoiding when I'm playing ranked. I'm a Criv. I got up to 44k global with heart bonuses. Oh, that's okay. That's pretty fair. Problem is I have no intention to play a match with all my tier 5s. Oh yeah, I don't blame you. I'd probably just do it in AI if you have to. And then what was I used this season of rank to get those first wins. That's a good call, actually. That's a good call. And Amal Criv has corrected me there in regards to what's happening over in World of Warships PC with their Prime drop, and it's the tier 6 DD, the Italian turbine, which fair enough. Well, that's everyone in the chat. I know that obviously Wells Weekly, the chat's not that interactive. Quite a lot of people watch this when it's archived, so I do hope you enjoyed it. If you can, give it a thumbs up before you go, and enjoy this content, feel free to subscribe. Down in the news bar is your comments from this live stream, Friday's live stream, and the pinned post, which will be down below. So if you want anything to go in there, obviously come along to the live streams and shout out in the chat, or mention it in the pinned post down below, now that this video will probably be archived. Until next time, I'm the Gallif Major, and back to the port.